The following is a short story called The Old Man by the Delta. The other day I was walking by the delta when I encountered an old man fishing. I intended to walk by and leave him to himself, but he turned and looked at me and said, "Would you like to learn how to fish?" I didn't know how he knew that I didn't know how to fish, and I thought it was curious that he would ask me that question. He had a tall black hat, similar to the kind that Abe Lincoln used to wear, though not as tall. And I found him to be well dressed and of a good energy, so I obliged. He showed me how to wrap a worm around the hook that goes at the end of a string. He wasn't the best when it came to casting the line, for he was an older man and didn't have the coordination or muscle strength as younger men have, but he did a fine job at placing the bait in the center of the river area. It was a nice day, and the wind was cool. The sun was warm, but not too hot, for I had decided to walk in the morning and not in the heat of the day. "Is everything going your way?" he asked me. Again, I was taken aback by his question, so unusual and yet so spot on to what I was feeling emotionally that day. "Well, I can't say it is, but I can't exactly say it isn't," I said. "What do you mean?" he asked me. I began to explain I had a tough situation going on in my life. There was a certain fellow who had caused me a great deal of grief, to the point that I had to call the police on him, and I was now waiting for justice. "It seems like I'm in a dream," I told him. "Everything seems fake. Nothing is happening as I expected it to. I want justice, and I want it now." He turned and looked at me and said, "The wheels of the law roll slowly, but they work." I was astounded at the intelligence in his words. I decided not to bug him any more, so I told him, "Have a nice day," and I went on my way and continued my walk. But I never will forget those words of wisdom that he said.